Hello viewers, well I thought it was time for a blog. It's been a while since I've done a blog on the channel, so just wanted to catch up with some of what's happening at VVV in the world of video games as well. So of course recently we've seen the launch of Dirt Rally, much awaited launch on console. We've seen it developing on the PC throughout the year, lots of little improvements all the time, plus expansion to the overall package, and of course now it's out looking great on the console. It's in your hands and you can decide what you like. We had a great interview with, of course, Paul Coleman during the launch for that console in the preview event, and I've also got an interview with Liam Doran coming as well. That's going to be up on the site in the next couple of weeks as well. So Dirt Rally, you know, nice surprise last year to see it coming out, and great to see how it's converted to console and at 60 frames per second as well. That's all important. You've also got Sebastien Loeb Rally out there, which is not to be forgotten. It doesn't run at 60 frames, it runs at 30 frames. It's a bit rough around the edges, but it's not a bad rally game, and it's still one to look out for. Lots of authentic stages in there as well. Talking of Milestone, of course, they've got MXGP2, which has just come out as well. I haven't had a chance to have a go on it yet. Kevin's playing through it, and he's doing a good job with the videos as well. I appreciate all of that, and I'm going to be playing more of the game. But so far, it looks okay. Again, there's a part of me that sort of wishes it was 60 frames, but I understand there are lots of riders, crowd, details. They have improved the detail a lot since the last game. We're sort of on a cusp in terms of technology right now, where we want more than we can get. We want 1080p, 60 frames per second on every game, and there's always something in terms of detail preventing that from happening. So, you know, technology is coming, but it's always slower than we want it to be. And I think from a personal front, as I've said for the last couple of years, I've been quite disappointed with the performance of the PS4 and Xbox One. They didn't quite have the leap in technology I was hoping for. A lot of that also is down to retail price. Perception of retail price has fallen. You know, when we bought a PlayStation 1 many years ago, it was £299 in 1995. You know, it's £550 on import from Japan. That $299 now equates to somewhere around £680. So if we were spending £699 on a console and Sony were making no money on it, you'd probably have a PS4K already with, you know, incredible abilities and stuff like that. But people's perception of value has changed, and I think that's not more prevalent now than what you see in VR. Now I've got my HTC Vive now. Man, I've been looking forward to this thing arriving since I tested it last year at the EGX show. Blew my socks off. Easily, for me, the most exciting thing to happen in video gaming since I saw Project Gotham Racing running on the Xbox 360. That was quite a moment. Since I saw Ridge Racer running on the PS1. You know, there are games that come out every few years. It just happens to be those two are racing games. Right now, I'm probably playing more Star Wars Battlefront than anything else. I think that looks amazing, even on the PS4. But HTC Vive, I've got one now, got it a few days ago. I've been playing that loads, and I've got a big video on that coming up on the Team VV Games channel. Might be up tonight, but either way there's more to come there. Plus a couple of PlayStation VR videos from the recent EGX show. Wow, lots to look forward to there in the world of VR. But I was talking a moment ago about perception of value, and somebody said to me the other day, is VR gaming a mass market? And I say, no, it isn't yet. One, the technology is not really there yet. It's, you know, I'd say apart from the Vive, which gives a greater glimpse than anything else for me, you know, we need higher resolution displays, we need more graphics, we need more power, we need the headsets to be lighter and, you know, more comfortable to wear, and we need to, you know, learn how to prevent light bleed and all these other things that happen. So, I mean, the technology is at a very early stage at the moment, and so you're paying for a premium for new technology. It's always been the same, you know, and even now, you know, new mobile phones cost hundreds of pounds that people seem to get through every year. I think when it comes to buying certain things, like a television, I think is a good example. You know, do I want to pay, you know, £600 or £700 for that telly that's going to last me 5 to 10, 15 years, however long it's going to last me? It's a long-term investment. I think you need to look at that when it comes to this type of equipment. It's not like PC gaming where you're updating every year. Having said that, my 3-year-old PC is powering my VR right now. Thankfully, it's doing a decent job, and I can hang in there for the Pascal cards. So VR, very exciting. It's not coming up on this channel because I made a Titanfall video on this channel a couple of years ago, and I got loads of people moaning at me for putting a non-racing game on the channel. I suppose at the time I looked at it a bit like I mentioned about Clarkson, do what you want to do. And if Jeremy wants to blow up some cars in a tank on Top Gear or go on a motorboat, he can, even though it's a driving show. And I've always looked at VVV that I can show different things if I want to. I'm passionate about them because a lot of you are racing fans, but a lot of you play different games as well. So I wanted to share that. But I've decided to put that onto a separate channel. So the Team VVV Games channel will become active again, and I'm going to start sharing some of the other games I play. There are many, many, many hundreds of games behind me on different formats, and I'm going to start sharing all of those. I made the retro games last year, and it was great to do something that's not current. It was great to do something that everybody's played, everybody knows about, and whether you share the opinions or not, it's nice to do that as well. So I'll be playing a lot of different games. And when Titanfall 2 comes out, I'll be making videos on Titanfall 2. So, I want to do stuff like that as well as the racing stuff. So the racing channel isn't changing, but I will be putting more on there as well. And with the VR experiences, I'm going to be testing lots of that out. We're going to make some changes to the website. And that's going to reflect the new content. So nothing changes in terms of all the racing focus, but we're just going to have a section for general gaming, and VR, stuff like that. The VR experiences tie well into racing games because cockpit experiences are some of the best. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Cockpit experiences are ideal for VR, but I think the space that the Vive has created, the Htc Vive, is really special, and it really just expands it so much more. So for me, I'm going to be covering both areas and expanding on that. And with that, of course, we're going to be growing the team. We're looking for new people now, and I'm going to be putting some more information out there about what we're looking for. But people who are really into sort of the sim racing areas, I don't have time to cover them all. And I think this is one thing. The website, we cover everything. I mean, everything's covered on the website. But in terms of video, videos take days to make. They take a long time to make. So I don't have time to play them and edit them exactly as I would like. And that's always been a problem, jumping from game to game. So really, you need different people working on different things. And so for me, Team VVV was never just meant to be about me on my own doing the YouTube channel. It's meant to be about the team. So I'm going to look to grow that team again, grow a group of people, Top Gear style, I guess. They've gone from 3 to a whole group. I guess we're going to do the same. You've got Martin and Kevin, but to have a whole group of people with different opinions on their racing games, the different genres of racing. Some people might have a focus on Forza Motorsport and love that and do stuff with that community. Some people might be well into iRacing and do that. So I'm going to add more on that on the website soon. If you're interested, do keep an eye on the channel. I mean, in many respects, you'll be doing what I do, interviewing developers, meeting people, stuff like that, going to preview events and such like. And it'll be good to expand the team and get a different point of view. And it'll be the same with the general gaming as well. I'll be putting together more people to build that general gaming team so we can all enjoy the games rather than just having to kick videos out the door all the time. It's been hard work. We've fought to keep Team VVV independent and to still grow it, and it's worked really well. And it's I'm satisfied that we're putting out some good content out there that I've enjoyed working on and sharing with you all, and I think we still are. We're still getting exclusives and getting in there and trying to get that new content in front of you guys all the time. And I want to apply those skills of getting in there to the general gaming stuff and getting in and seeing how I get on. I think some people only know me as a racing guy, and they think, well, actually for the last 30 odd years of gaming, I've done every single genre, and I think all of that represents that. So it would be good for me to get back into other games as well, blowing stuff up, robots with big guns, love all that sort of stuff, and I hope to share that. And I hope some of you who are racing fans watching this subscribe to the Team VV Games channel and get involved, because it would be great to to share that content with some of you who are racing fans, but also fans of other things as well. So it's been a busy year. We've got the MXGP2 out. We've had Trackmania out, which I haven't had a chance to share the videos on yet. I played it a bit, really enjoyed it. It's good with friends, actually. You get quite competitive, a lot of fun there in that. But it's something I'm going to come back to later. Other than that, lots more indie games going to be shared on the website now. Why? Because some of these are noteworthy in terms of design, ideas. You know, let's get original. Let's not just show the same thing all the time. And I really like some of the originality being shown in both the VR indie games and in the racing indie games as well. It's important that the indies, they don't have much money to advertise themselves. You know, you've got to help them get their product out there. And I think sometimes you say, well, it could be rubbish. I mean, their game might be awful, whatever. Some of them are going to be really good. They're going to be hidden gems. That's kind of what we're looking for, I guess, really. Diamonds in the rough when it comes to the indie scene. But no, overall, it's great to see a very buoyant racing scene at the moment. I think VR is going to add to that massively. I want to be there when it comes to the new world of VR and sharing that experience with you guys. Do check out the HTC Vive videos that are coming up on the Team VVV Games channel. There'll be a link to that channel in the description here. And as ever, there'll be more from me very soon.